Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So I'm headed to drop off a package at FedEx, recycling my boxes, and pick up something that will hopefully help this channel and my other channel and just be interesting in general. Most of my eBay profits I have been rolling back into inventory. I did buy crossbars for my roof rack, and that's about it. Obviously I make my car payment out of it, and the rest all goes to paying off debt. So unfortunately I've got a bunch I need to get rid of. So eBay update, this here is a motor or a router I listed a month and a half ago. The buy it and list it and forget it has worked for me, so that's what I did. Top rated seller is active and running. Has it helped? I don't know, because honestly I haven't been listing near as much as I should. I did do 20 last night. I think I've got 190 items active right now. I'm nowhere near the 500 I want to be. And honestly, the way it's looking, I will probably get to that by going on these trips, depending on how the Goodwill bins works out and the consignment deal I'm doing with my sister-in-law. That will be how I get to that next level of listings. That's just how I see it. So I have also been working on a platform called Steemit, which you probably have seen, which is a cryptocurrency. It has a curious platform in that you can basically instantly reward creators just by uploading their posts. So I do like that model in theory. So I did get an account set up. It is in beta right now. At this point, you can invest money. Steem is a cryptocurrency, and that is what the form is based on. Right now, I wouldn't say go buy a Steem. It's not to say I won't say that in the future. I don't know. I mean, Bitcoin took off, cryptocurrency, there's money in it, but I'm not familiar with it enough at all to know what to tell you on that. I will put a link to my user in there if you want to follow me. You can see what I'm putting on there. I'm doing some stuff that I do on my other YouTube channel, which is like some outdoor gear reviews and stuff like that. And I'm basically, you can put YouTube videos, they embed very nicely into the Steam format. So they're not too big on resellers over there. So I haven't been putting this over there, and it's easy to find this here. So there's quite a healthy reset. Well, healthy may be the wrong term. There's a large reseller community on eBay. So anyway, I just pulled up to FedEx. Hey, you can see it right there. I will be back in just 1 second. I'm going to drop this off. And then, since, like I mentioned in my haul video, house is small, kids around, easier to do a unboxing or reveal here. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. So right now, all my videos in here are done with a mount on my phone. And that works well. I've got a Note 5. The camera on it is great. I love this knife, but I hate cleaning glue off of it after these stupid packages. Anyway, I'm about to get packing peanuts all over my freaking truck. I hate those things. And the way this is packed, I don't see any way around it. I guess I should be happy. So, yeah, I always said I heard from a couple other YouTubers, is just get started, and your story is the important part. You know, don't waste a bunch of money up front buying new camera equipment and things of that nature when you're first starting out. Because honestly, I'm making, you know, 2 or 3 videos a week on this channel. I haven't done much with my other channel. I'm just going to pull this out. I'm going to get packing peanuts all over my passenger seat. And I think I'll make my son come out and clean them up. Anyway. Yeah, because I've got an appointment to get to shortly after I get home. So, the one benefit, this came from a fellow eBay seller. It's actually a pawn shop in Arizona, and I will say they did package that fairly well, which I am happy, because as you might have figured out, this is a camera. So right now, like I said, my vlog style stuff that I do in here, I shoot on my phone, and then the stuff that I do in the house is sometimes on my phone and sometimes on, it's a Nikon, I believe it's an AW100, which is all weather, I think is what that AW stands for, because it's a waterproof camera. And honestly, it does okay on video. On photos, like, I don't know if it's an issue with the machine itself or if it's a setting. I haven't been able to figure it out. But it, like half the time it like stutters when it takes the picture. So then the picture will be all funky. So it works okay for video, but for photos, it's just not the greatest. So it came, this was a package deal. It has a bunch of these Vivitar Series 1, which I do not know much about photography. So I am not sure. I'm assuming these are filters. They are definitely some type of magnification. So I'll be playing with those. If you know what they are in the comments and want to help me out, there you go. That's what they are. Actually, I'll probably do a video showing everything I got in here at another time. But this auction did have this nice carrying case from Samsung. And then we open it up, and hopefully everything they showed that was in here is in here. So this is lens hood and the factory strap, I believe, and a plug-in travel charger and a cord, and I believe a second battery is what I'm hoping that is. No, that is the flash. This phone does not have its own built-in flash. It is a little adapter that plugs on. So that is the flash. The good news is extra batteries for these are not expensive. This is probably a strap that came with the case itself. I thought there was a few more accessories with this. Oh, they could be down in the bottom of this other pocket. Yeah. There's another lens hood. There's some weird thing that I could not see in the picture what it was, so I was curious. Oh, there is another battery. So that appears to be all the accessories in the case. Oh, maybe not. There's another battery. This is one they did not give a detailed description of like what all was there. I had to go off of the pictures quite a bit. Lens cap. lens cap. And something little in metal just fell out on the floor. The downside of being in the truck and doing this. So, it was packaged very well. And it appeared to be in very good shape in the picture. So, let's keep it all together right here. And I have to remember that there's some tiny little metal clip that fell. I'm not sure what it was. But this is a NX300M camera. And the pictures did do it justice. This thing looks like it had little to no use whatsoever. There's some definite markings, or the lens is a little dirty. That looks like it's a lens cover though. It is probably for those filters. And then this is, so I'm hoping I have 3 batteries now, because no SD card. So I did order SD cards on Amazon and got those in yesterday. So this is a Nikon 300M, and it comes with a decent zoom lens. You can do manual or auto, and it has direct links, so you can share it right to your phone. It has a bunch of features. It's the fanciest camera I have ever owned. I got it because I wanted to kind of switch up what I'm doing on eBay and on Amazon, and honestly my phone probably does just fine for pictures on Amazon or eBay, but there's a few times that I would like to have higher quality pictures, and so I'll be able to do that with this. This is a 20.8 megapixel, and I'd like to be able to set it up on a tripod and film a bunch of jewelry, things like that. The other thing I like, and another big difference, if you get the 300, it has a different, this camera has no viewfinder. This one has a different screen than the 300 original. The 300M does something that I really wanted, which is this. So I can set this up and see how I am in frame. Supposedly the Samsung app, I can see it on my phone as well, so I'm going to play with that. So I'm pretty stoked. This wasn't really paid for with, well, wasn't really, it totally was not paid for with YouTube money. This was paid for with eBay money. But it, it's part of my passive income or my side income, and I am going to use it for, stuff I'm doing outdoors. I'll be taking down that trip, going up to the Oregon coast. I'm super stoked to try and, play with this a little bit while I'm out there. I didn't want a full-size DSLR, maybe DLSR, I don't know. I think it's DSLR. A full-size camera. I'm not a big camera junkie yet. Just because they're so big and bulky. So when I saw this one and it had the flip around screen and everything that was on it, I was just like, yeah, that's a good kind of middle of the road setup for me, and so that's what I decided to go with. I ended up picking that up for, it was about $360 shipped. No, that model's not available anymore. Samsung's not making it. It was replaced by the 500, and the 500 you can buy on Amazon for about $800 with no accessories. And if you can find the 300M, there are people selling it on Amazon new. It's over $900, but for some reason on the used market, the prices just aren't there. So the most I've seen them go for is like $400. And this one was nice because it does have a bunch of actual Samsung accessories, but it wasn't really the reason I bought it. It just, I wanted this particular model. One thing it doesn't have that the 500 does have is it doesn't have I can't remember what they call it, like the auto time lapse. Like you can't set it up and tell it to take a picture every minute or every 5 minutes, and the 500 does have that. There was some talk on some of the forums about this camera because it does have a pretty, big following. The 500 is so close to it that there may be, somebody mentioned there may be a way to move the firmware from the 500 over to the 300 and give it that ability. And there's also the possibility of a update from Samsung that would give it that ability on its own. Continuous shooting, as I think it was called. So yeah, I'll be playing with that a little bit when I'm doing my trip videos. If I put them on my other channel, I'll let you know on here that they're over there. I'll put a link to my other channel in this video as well. Like I said, it's more outdoors gear reviews. If I do an in-depth look at this camera, it will be on that channel just because I'm mainly doing the reselling stuff here. So if you're interested in that stuff, obviously check it out. If you're not, I'm trying to keep this just about reselling. So as far as it goes with the camera, the video quality will hopefully be better when I'm parked and on a tripod. And on top of that, the video quality will improve for my stuff that I'm doing at my house. Other than that, you guys are stuck with me on my phone. So, but obviously, because of this face, you're here for content, not for looks anyway. So, that's about all there is with the camera. Is just, the other bonus to it, knowing as a reseller, is, I put a little bit of money into my inventory, but I still have money in my wallet to rebuy stuff. I'm looking, I think I have about 300 in cash in there right now. And I also have, a ton of inventory online still I haven't sold. And I have money in my PayPal account. And, I spent $150 on racks for this roof. I bought the camera. And then I think I put a picture up